food.
Okay.
You see our poultry farm over there.
Yeah.
We are dealing with the boilers. We just read them for the meat. So we even use them to serve you guys at the dining. So you don't have to wait for someone.
Have
to
you ever
cook
eaten
it.
chicken here before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then
Please,
you are denying.
SB don't deny.
Gosh,
Let's
Yeah,
not-
when we
let's
were
not-
in formal, we used to eat chicken.
Maybe you
Twice a week.
I didn't eat
Wait.
anything.
Listen,
You haven't
listen.
eaten anything.
Please say the truth.
Twice a
During-
week.
You are on
Chicken.
special diet.
Oh, gosh,
Yeah.
let me ask you.
Like I didn't eat anything. That's the
Okay.
Are you on diet?
Gosh. Let me ask you.
Okay, let's say you
something.
can see.
During the anniversary, During the anniversary,
Yeah.
the food that they served for the prophet.
Yeah, on the
Were
Gandaba.
2 chickens.
Yeah.
On it.
You
Yeah.
even
I
eat
have
chicken.
a sample of videos you chewing the thighs of the chicken.
Welcome back to the channel. My name is Goshes, of course. I have made it here at Nkroful Agricultural Senior High School. Today we're going to have an interesting conversation about farming in school and whether it is necessary, it is mandatory. Is it mandatory means what?
Compulsion.
Yeah. I know I can trust you girls. Whether it is mandatory that even students who are not offering agriculture should come all out and support. Because the Western Regional Education Director, Madam Felicia JPL Kine, has introduced a program called Agric Time. Agric Time. What it means is that in every week, like all students should take like an hour to work on a school farm. Yeah. So, but some students who are not offering a grade can actually come up and say, I'm not going to do that. I'm not here for that. That's not my business. Yeah.
That's true.
It should not be your business.
Yeah.
Because you have people offering a grade and all that. So we're going to have that conversation and see how it turns out. And if you do appreciate everything that is happening here, please give us your endorsement. Hit on the subscribe button and turn on the notification so that when we do any updates here, you get to know of it. And also, one thing that we are so much asking for is fuel sponsorship. If you know of anyone who works in the fuel company, please get in touch with them and tell them that interesting things are happening here. A lot of youth empowerment program is happening here, and they need to get in touch and render their support. Yeah. So how many ladies do I have? I have a lady here and I have a lady there. 2 ladies against 3. Okay, it's not an argument though. We're just here to share opinion and all that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Thank
very
you.
much.
Could you please introduce yourself to us?
Okay. So should I start?
Please do.
All right.
Yeah,
Yes, please.
My mic is on. Okay. I'm Christian Edemukjo, a science student and also the main boys prefect.
Amazing. You are the main boys prefect. Yeah, I could see that. Says let's go.
I respond to the name Yoboa Frederica AC from the Home Science Department, and I'm the main girls prefect.
Amazing. Home science.
Yes,
Home science is home economics.
Yes.
During my time, we used to say home economics. Now they don't say home economics.
Yeah.
They say home econ. In the way,
Yes.
actually,
They
the
want to
English.
steal the language from the science department.
No,
Ah, Shoko!
The methods that the science they use, we follow them.
So it's home science.
yeah.
It's not home economics.
Basically,
No.
basically.
If you've been saying home economics, stop. It's not home economics. It's home economics. It has evolved. Amazing,
Yeah.
bro.
Okay. My name is Agwavo John and I'm from the General Agric Department and I'm the main boys prefect for Nkroful Agricultural Senior High School.
General Greg.
Yeah.
Okay, it's good you are sitting by me here.
Oh, really?
We're going to have a lot of conversation.
Oh yeah, that's
Says, please, what's your name?
Okay, the alphabetical arrangement of my human dignity is Mary Ama Afum, the main house prefect for Republic House, and also from the science department in my second cycle. Thank you.
You have a house here called Republic House.
Yes.
Do you have a Jubilee house here?
nah.
Now,
Amazing. Bro,
Mauli Adams Darlington is my name. I'm a 17-year-old boy, and I'm a proud student of Nkroful Agriculture Senior High School, and I'm the assistant boys prefect from the general art department.
General art department. So I have a general art department student here. You're also
From science department.
science.
Yes.
Science. Yes, one from science here. I have
General
agric here, and then I have
Home science.
home science,
Yeah.
home economics over here, and I have what?
Science.
Science. Obey here today. Bro, now here is it. This we have to have this conversation because this is an institution
Yeah.
that is so much rooted in agriculture, farming, and all that. Yeah. I want to find out because even the name actually speaks for itself. Nkroful Agriculture Senior High School.
Yes.
Do you think? Before I go there, let me find out from you what is even agriculture? When they say agriculture, what is it?
Okay. To my idea, when we say something is agric is the process of cultivating crops and then rearing of animals.
Amazing. Cultivating crops and rearing of
Rearing of
animals. That's
animals,
agric.
yes.
Okay.
Okay, I want to speak. If you talk about agriculture is the science and art of systematic production of plants and animals, which helps in the consumption of human.
This guy is coming from that
he's
department.
really-
He wants to express himself.
Amazing. Who has something else to share?
Well, I want to say something about agric. When you talk about agric is the processes and the manners that pass through to make sure you have the rearing of animals and planting of crops for the development of a given society.
Awesome. Also, so this one is a practical explanation of agric. It has nothing to do with book. It's conscience. Like he's bringing up, he's reasoning through and it's coming.
Yeah, because it's a shako.
Yes. Amazing. Who else has something to share?
I have something. Due to my archaeological excavation, agriculture
Okay.
is the practice of rearing animals and cultivating of crops for the consumption of our satisfaction.
Sure. Now that is actually what the thoughts you guys have come up with is actually the bedrock of this school.
Yeah.
That is the foundation of this school, agric. And now this school has evolved so much that you do other disciplines here, like you do business here,
Yeah.
you do general art here,
Yes.
you do visual art here.
Yeah.
So many students have actually enrolled in all of these fields here. But we do understand that the foundation of this school is agriculture.
Agriculture.
Some people have actually showed up here not to pursue the agric that this school is known for, but to do visual art and all that.
Yeah.
Do you think that it should be mandatory, especially looking at the what has become an agenda for the regional education director, Madam Felicia Ejebia Okai, and she is advocating that schools should get into agric. I mean, pay attention to agric and even have times where students can visit farms and do a bit of work there to support, to make sure that agric is happening in school. Do you think it should be mandatory for all schools or all students?
Of course, yes. It should be.
Why?
Because looking at the sector of agric helps in the beautification of school, and then it also helps in the improvements of food. Like it helps to supply food, because it is written in the Bible that when Adam was on earth, he lived to protect the crops, like to prevent us from hunger and then poverty.
Yeah.
So we live to avoid hunger and then abstain from poverty through the agric sector.
Amazing. So we all should partake
Yes.
in the cultivation.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think so.
Do you all agree?
Yes.
I
I
agree.
really agree.
Yes. You don't have to agree. Tell me.
Because now you were saying something like it is from above that all schools should practice that thing. That's maybe a time of their time in the classroom. They should use it for that agric. But here is the case, it is not encouraging. Why not encouraging? Because some you tell a school to do it, but what is the items? What is the equipment that you need to do all these things? So even if you are doing it or it's mandatory, what makes it encouraging for us to do it more? That's why I don't agree with them making it mandatory.
So let's say if all the necessary gadgets or tools you need to make sure that agric is really happening in the schools, would you have said that okay, it is okay to do that?
Yes, I will, because if now let's talk about the modern world. Now agriculture, like few years ago, like let me say years back, you were using manual approach to do our agriculture, but now there is modern world and everything is now in the modern way. So you have agric harvesters, you have machines, spraying machines and all sorts of things in agriculture. But if you are able to provide all these things for students, it will make it very exciting and interesting. But if you tell us yes, you should do it without anything, how do you expect students not doing agric to do it?
I think the subject has to do with me, like you showed up in school as a science student. I came here to learn titration and chemical combination and then get my A's and go. And then I have my books, a whole lot of them to read. Then I'll be in class and then break time will come or siesta will come. And then after siesta, it is allocated in the school original timetable that this hour we have a great student heading towards their farm to go and water their maize and feed pigs. And then they are coming to tell you that science students, put your books down and then join the agri people to go and water maize and then feed pigs. Will you do that?
Oh, I will do that. I will do that. But before I do that, that's what I was saying. Like, you have to provide the equipment. For that one, I will do it because me doing the science is not only science that will send me to wherever I want to go. Agriculture too can do. So if I'm not able to continue from my science career, maybe because of the agric skills I acquired from this school, I can switch to the agri sector. So for that reason, I have to join them. But if it's on only one condition, if they have the equipment and everything, that's it. Then I will join. But if not, I'm not going to join.
Equipment? What kind of equipment?
Well, you see, like I was talking about cultivator, double harvester, mower, this sprayer, everything. The pesticide, the antibiotics for the animals in case they are not feeling well or they are sick. All these things, we need it here. But we don't have it. So we don't expect me, science students, leaving my books, my chemistry, my physics, and joining agri students. For them, they are into it already. So without this equipment.
Yes.
Hey,
Anytime I hear I'm encouraged.
So are you trying to tell us that we are born to be farmers or something?
No. It's not really like you guys are farmers, but the whole thing I'm trying to say, like you're offering agri, right? Me, I'm a science student. And the whole thing is it's a mandatory to, like, they want me to come and have a fair knowledge about your agri. And me, I'm willing to do it, but on one condition, that maybe if all equipment are there, I will do it. But I'm not trying to say you are a farmer, no. The agri can send you to a place more than a farmer.
He's a farmer. What agri is what?
Yes,
Is it not farming?
He's denying it. That's
No.
agric is not meant for like.
It goes beyond farming.
It goes beyond.
So what is farming actually?
Farming.
Then we have to understand what farming is.
Farming.
Okay,
Gotcha. When you talk about farming, particularly is this weight, you cultivating crops, you rearing animals, that's farm animals, and like these farm animals, after rearing and plus the crops, you send them to the market so that we can get income as farming. But apart from farming, being an agric student, you can use the agric to do a whole lot of things apart from farming. Yes,
that's true.
But you as a science student, you can also use the agri sector for something like after completion, you can become your own self-employer.
Gosh, you see, I came to Nkroful Agric to learn home science, and okay, fine, they've added the agric, fine, but we need some tools like the mower. Not always that we will use the cutlass to weed. So when all these things are there, we'll be able to do it happily and add it to the home science. But This is the matter that when we go there, we read them, read them. Meanwhile, I came here to cook. I didn't come here to read. So if they added it, they need to get some tools for us so that we will use it and enjoy it. You know.
And let me you see, the moment you enter the school, you deal with time. So you are not expecting me as a student wasting my time with catalyst reading, whilst if you are easier to make the work easier and so.
Yeah.
See the whole thing.
Bro wants to talk, but before that, I want to ask a question. I want to ask him a question.
Okay.
If ever the agri students take care of chicken, like they breed chicken a lot, and then these chickens start laying eggs, and then they take a whole lot of them, and then they bring them to the dining hall and they serve you with some. Will you take it?
Oh, very well. I'll take it. Yes. Why not?
Yeah,
Okay.
because you
Yeah.
are part of the school.
Yeah.
No, you are saying you are part of the school,
That's
but
true.
Yeah.
in case you are being called to go and read, you say you are not an agri student, so you know.
Listen,
But the
agri
manual-
students
But
are
when
being
the egg
specialized.
comes, you eat it. So why would you eat it? Why
That-
don't you leave the eggs there?
The
Yeah.
agri students are specialized in that food.
Eh,
Me, general students,
No,
are
no,
not
no, no.
specialized in that food.
You two have to engage yourself in it.
yes.
Because
You
even
are
if you
not
complete
saying-
school, it's gonna help you.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's gonna help you
Eh.
because some of them came to the school. They know how to even weed, be doing hand picking and those things.
Yeah, it is
But
true,
when
I
they came here,
agree.
they've learned it. So even if they complete school, they are still going to learn, continue doing it. And that's gonna help them. So it's not only about agri students doing all those things.
Okay, gotcha.
That's
It's not,
true.
it's not only about, you are not saying like you don't want to do it at all.
No, we won't.
You are willing to do it
Yes.
Okay.
because
Yeah.
you are in the school. And the school is an agricultural senior high school.
Yeah.
So therefore, what you are demanding for is you want this equipment.
Yes. It's true.
So if
So you want to say that in the absence of those equipment, now look at it is your school you're dealing with.
Yeah.
It's not something that's okay. You've been asked to go out there, go to Kikamengo and work there and
Yeah.
come.
No.
This is your school,
Yeah.
which agriculture happens to be the bedrock of it.
that's it.
Farming. For you to be here as a science student, it is an evolution that has caused that. It was not supposed to happen, but it has happened, and then you are here. You find yourself here, and so many cultivations are happening here for the school's collective benefit. Because I spoke to, in a certain video, I had a conversation with your headmaster, and then he made mention of how that challenges has come in feeding and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though they're finding ways around that, and he thinks that the good way to go about the situation is actually bringing all hands on desk to farm. Ata.
Yeah.
And here is the case that there is not enough resources to procure the tools that you want. The mowers and the harvesters and the
fertilizers.
goggles
The
Yeah,
fertilizers.
and the
the
knapsack and all those and
Yeah.
the Wellington
Yeah,
boots.
The gamboo.
And you need to survive, and you say no, you won't do that because you don't have the equipment.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Now, in this state, for that one, I can't deny helping my school.
Okay.
That is the conversation we are having now.
Yes. For that one, I can't deny my school, whether there is this equipment or not. But if like everything is normal, and you telling me as a science student that I should come and work without this equipment, that one I can't.
So you cannot do that work. What of the agri students?
Yeah.
That's what they are doing. That's what they are doing.
No.
Yeah, you see the whole science students, when we go to the farm, we always read. We like, no, it seems we are waiting for the agri people to come and plant because we don't know how they do this, that. Like small one that they will be teaching us how to nurse some plants and those stuff.
Nah.
So we always read.
Nah, let
me
So
come
we
in, let me
need to
come
get
in.
something.
You
No,
have
no,
to
no,
use your energy
Yeah,
to
it's
win.
true.
But at the
I
They're
end,
not
you
meant to
benefit
use you.
from
They're not
it. When
meant
you
for
come
you.
there and then
Yeah.
after
I'm a
doing
science
whatever
student,
that
but
you want to do, I'm supporting
Once
the
you are
agri
here,
students.
I
Try
think
plugging
I'm
out
getting a
something.
change of mind
Like
because
the
and
Yeah.
for instance, Ghana agriculture.
Could you please bring your microphone here so that you can speak into it and we can hear you?
Okay. For instance, in Ghana, agriculture is the backbone of our economy.
Yeah.
Yeah, agriculture is the backbone of our economy. Many of the goods that we produce, the raw materials that we produce, we give it to the secondary sector and they process it. And those goods that are processed, they are being exported and we are getting foreign exchange. Due to lack of agriculture, you will not get this foreign exchange. And this foreign exchange are being used for developmental projects. So it seems I'm getting change of mind that when there's a saying that when you go to Rome, do what the Romans what
do.
do.
Yeah.
So once I've come to an agri school, I should
I'm
do
also
what the what
getting
the
some
agri
that.
school.
things here.
Let me say something. Let me say something. You were talking about.
It's true.
Listen,
It's
yeah,
true.
you were
You're
saying
changing mind.
you were saying that the government is supposed to provide us with food. You don't have to wait for someone to come and provide you food. You see our poultry farm over there. We are dealing with the boilers. We just read them for the meat. So we even use them to serve you guys at the dining. So you don't have to wait for someone.
Have you ever eaten chicken here before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please,
You are denying.
SB, don't deny.
Gosh,
Yeah, when we were in formal, we used to
What?
eat chicken.
Listen.
Twice a week.
I didn't eat
Wait.
anything.
Listen.
You haven't eaten anything.
Please say the truth.
Twice a
During-
week.
You are on
Chicken.
special diet.
Oh, gosh,
Yeah.
let me ask him.
Like I didn't eat anything. That's the
Okay.
Are you on diet?
Gosh. Let me ask him.
Okay, let's say you
something.
didn't see.
During the anniversary, During the anniversary,
Yeah.
the food that they served for the prophet,
Yeah,
Yes.
100
Where-
grams.
2 chickens.
Yes.
were on it.
You were
Yeah.
giving
I
two
have
chicken.
a sample of videos you chewing the thighs of the chicken.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, let's
That's
just
true.
like he didn't see. He didn't see. He didn't
Oh.
You see that now you are denying.
Listen. You didn't tell me it's from that Greek.
Seriously.
Yes.
But where was the chicken coming
Oh,
from?
you can buy it from outside.
Come on.
No. Why should we buy? We are Greek students, you know.
And we are rearing the animals.
We can't afford to buy that.
Yeah.
We can't afford to buy it.
So now there is an advocacy that schools should. We want all hands to come on to promote agriculture,
Yeah.
especially to the effect that there will be enough for you guys to feed yourself. And even though you were a science student or you were a business student and you are not here to do hoeing, weeding, and feeding of
goats and those
rearing
things.
of goat and
Yeah.
yeah.
The rabbits and the fish.
Yeah. But is there any possibility, or have you now come to the point? Do you agree that it is okay to put your business somewhere,
Yeah.
throw the business somewhere for like an hour, and then get into the farm and go and weed?
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
because as I said earlier, agriculture is the backbone of every economy.
Yeah.
And we the human, the more we work harder, the more we gain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we put in our 1 hour aside for the agriculture, we can boost the food production. And the food production, we can export them. We get foreign exchange.
Yeah, that's true.
The more we are exporting the food, the more we are getting foreign exchange. And the more we are getting foreign exchange, the more developmental projects are being carried out.
Thank you.
And when you go home, you can even do some small farm due
Yeah.
to what we are learning in school. You
That's
can
true.
do
That's
small and like nursing your plants, and you get
You
plenty.
don't agree?
No.
No,
It seems like
I was
God.
not
I'm
denying the
agree.
fact that they were seeing all these things. But my one was provision of this equipment. Then I'll be okay with everything. But
The equipment, they are not there. You have to do it manpower.
Yeah, so all that we are
You go
saying
do
that
or you don't go do.
I'll do.
we go do, but all that we are saying is that we are just pleading on behalf of the government to come in and then help us.
Yeah.
With the provision of the equipment.
If they are not able to provide, I think the whole senior high school in Ghana. So if they are not able to provide all the equipment, in at least the common ones.
The thing is, you don't see. I think you don't have to look hard for getting equipment. Now it's a way of promoting agriculture and also there being sufficient food for you guys to survive on.
Yeah.
So it has to be done anyway, anyhow.
By possibly means.
That is it.
So you have to work hard.
Yeah.
Help us.
So-
help us. You guys need to.
So what it means is that if how should I put it? If it should happen that there should be an irrigation down there where a water hose is plugged to a pipe,
Yeah.
and then extended it all the way there so that you can open it and use it to water,
Irrigate.
and now there's no set system over there. You have to pick the bucket
Yeah.
and go down there and fetch the water
Yeah.
and bring it and come and pour it and go down there and go and fetch again.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. You think it is something that every student should get themselves involved in
So
that?
they have to get every student have to get involved in those things because whether you are not getting the equipment and after all it is going to help you in the school, you have to do it.
Yeah.
Yes, and they give you the time. Okay, you are dealing with time, so maybe an hour use it for those things. Then the next hour you go to your class. I think it's going to help schools.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
The
think
nation as a
those.
whole.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think those things that we be doing, it give us energy. You know, some people when they go home, they can't even read. They don't know how to do it. But when we come and we do all these things, we will know how to read and those stuff. And even as we are sitting here, we are having fresh air,
Yeah,
and
that's
it's all part of the agric.
Yeah, that
That's why
is.
we're having
And
trees here.
then,
And you get
yeah.
firewood from it too.
And then
That's good.
looking at
Quite good, you know.
the beautiful decoration in
Ah,
front of us, you can see
Yes.
that it's from the agri
Yeah, that's
sector. So it has added beautification to our environment.
Yes.
So
Yes.
So for me, what I think about this is that we should cultivate the mindset that even though we are here for, you may probably did not sign up to do agric over here,
Yeah.
but once you are here, you have to be so much involved in the agric that is happening over here, so much so that when you leave the school and you go out there, I mean, the very essence of this school, which is agric, will be something that, yes, something that will be a part of you. Like you know how to cultivate basic things for yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's about producing. It's about growing, operation, feed yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, growing what is organic, and then eating what is organic. Yeah, for health and other purposes. You get a picture.
Yes.
Yeah. So there are other schools around you watching. They're listening to what you're saying. What word do you have for your sister schools, other schools watching in terms of Operation Feed Yourself, growing, and then mobilizing to what word should I use? To cultivate, to grow something to eat. Yeah.
To my sister schools, though we are agriculture senior high school, but maybe they might not be agriculture senior high schools, and at least because they have agric students in their school, those agric students, they are into that agricultural practices, and if they have an area where they do all these practices, I think other students from other departments, that is science, business, and what have you, they have to also involve themselves in the agric, so that at the end, whether you are not an agri student, you can have the knowledge about agriculture. Yes. So what I will tell them that no matter your course, no matter where you are coming from, you have to just put yourself into it.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to help.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay.
And what I will add up is some of the students, they need to learn the agric because it helps us. You see nowadays modern Ghana, it's too expensive. Everything is expensive.
Yeah.
And when we learn the agric, we will get plenty things in our farm which we will not use our money to buy, to waste them, like to save the money for other things, you know. So I'm urging some of the students in other schools to engage themselves in the agric, which will help them and the school. Yeah.
That's true. Nowadays, if you even go to the market, I bet you, if you go with even 100 cities, you're not going to get even 3 crops.
Three, two, we won't get.
Foodstuffs. I bet you. It's not easy.
It's not easy.
Yeah, it's true.
At first, we were having maybe 3 or 4 okras as maybe 1 city. But now, if you go 3, they sell 1 as 1 city.
Yes.
I bet you, it's true.
Yeah.
So you have to engage yourself in it. Even if you get your small garden behind you, behind your house or something, you can grow maybe pepper, okra, and maize too, so that you can benefit from your own self. So you have to engage yourself in agric.
They should not undermine the other courses because every course is important.
Yeah.
But they should pay maximum attention to our agriculture because in Ghana, for instance, the agriculture is the backbone of our economy. So I'm saying that they should engage themselves in that, and they should not have that perception that you engaging yourself in the agriculture sector means you are going to farm. Hell no. That's the perception in the olden days. So I will encourage them and I will motivate them that they should engage themselves in the agriculture sector so that we can boost our food production, so that we can earn foreign exchange for developmental projects. That's what I have for them.
Amazing. So guys, this has been my time here at NAS, Nkroful Agriculture Senior High School. What has been so interesting about this conversation to you, please put it in the comment box. And of course, it's Operation Feed Yourself. It's not just here in the schools, it's also in your house, because all over the country, I mean, you know what is happening around the world. It's not just Ghana, it's all across the world. So it's worth it to, for me, it's worth it to just know how to put something down there and take care of it for it to grow, and then harvest it and use it, put it back in your stomach. Yeah. What do you think about this conversation? Put it in the comment box and let's keep talking. In fact, which school should I go again? And bye.